Understanding human behavior is essential for navigating the complexities of our daily interactions. Why do people act the way they do? How can we improve our relationships and foster better connections with those around us? Drawing from Stoic philosophy and contemporary psychological insights, we'll explore 10 profound truths about people that can transform our approach to communication, empathy, and personal growth. These insights will not only help you better understand others, but also enhance your own interactions and relationships. Prepare to delve deep into the nuances of human behavior and discover how these truths can lead to more meaningful and harmonious connections. 1. Adapt communication to bridge gaps. Effective communication is a cornerstone of successful relationships and interactions. It goes beyond the mere exchange of words. It involves understanding and adapting to the communication styles and preferences of others. Each person brings their own set of experiences, cultural influences, and communication habits to the table. Adapting your style to fit these diverse preferences can make your interactions more effective and engaging. In-depth exploration. Imagine a multicultural team working on a high-stakes project. One member may come from a culture that values direct and assertive communication, while another might come from a background where indirect communication and politeness are prioritized. If the team leader consistently uses a direct approach, this might unintentionally alienate those who are more comfortable with a nuanced and indirect style. Conversely, adopting a more flexible approach, such as incorporating both directness and contextual explanations, can bridge communication gaps and foster a more inclusive environment. Detailed example. Consider a scenario in which a manager needs to communicate project deadlines to a team with varied cultural backgrounds. For team members accustomed to direct communication, a clear and straightforward email outlining the deadlines and expectations may suffice. However, for those who prefer a more nuanced approach, a follow-up meeting that provides context and allows for questions can be more effective. By recognizing and adapting to these preferences, the manager not only improves clarity, but also shows respect for each team member's communication style. Practical tips. 1. Observe and adapt. Pay attention to how others respond to different communication styles. Notice whether they prefer detailed information or concise summaries, and adjust your approach accordingly. 2. Seek feedback. Ask colleagues or team members about their preferred communication styles. Use this feedback to tailor your interactions to better meet their needs. 3. Be flexible. Be prepared to adjust your communication style based on the situation and the individual you're interacting with. This adaptability can improve mutual understanding and cooperation. 2. Recognize stress patterns and offer support. Stress is a universal experience, but its impact varies greatly among individuals. Recognizing how stress manifests in others and offering appropriate support can make a significant difference in their well-being and productivity. Understanding stress patterns allows you to provide targeted assistance and foster a more supportive environment. In-depth exploration. Stress can present itself in various ways, from visible signs like irritability or fatigue to more subtle indicators such as decreased motivation or social withdrawal. For instance, a normally outgoing colleague might become withdrawn and less communicative during stressful periods, while another might exhibit heightened irritability or a short temper. By being attuned to these patterns, you can offer support that is sensitive to their specific needs. Detailed example. Imagine a situation where a team member's performance begins to decline. Instead of jumping to conclusions about their competence or dedication, consider that they might be experiencing stress from personal or professional challenges. Initiating a supportive conversation can uncover underlying issues such as a heavy workload, personal problems, or burnout. Offering practical solutions such as adjusting deadlines, redistributing tasks, or providing access to stress management resources can help alleviate their stress and improve their performance. Practical tips. 1. Monitor stress indicators. Pay attention to changes in behavior, mood, and performance that may signal stress. Look for both overt signs and more subtle changes. 2. Engage in supportive conversations. Approach individuals with empathy and a willingness to listen. Offer a safe space for them to share their concerns and challenges. 3. Provide practical assistance. Based on the individual's needs, offer specific forms of support, such as flexible work arrangements, additional resources, or access to counseling services. 3. Respect. Diverse motivations. Motivations drive people's actions and decisions, but these motivations can vary widely based on individual goals, values, and life experiences. Understanding and respecting these diverse motivations can lead to more effective interactions and foster a collaborative environment. In-depth exploration. People are motivated by a range of factors, from financial incentives and career advancement to personal fulfillment and recognition. For example, one employee might be motivated by the prospect of a promotion and increased salary, while another might find greater satisfaction in contributing to a meaningful project or receiving acknowledgement for their efforts. Recognizing these diverse motivations allows you to tailor your approach and create a more supportive environment. Detailed example. In a performance review, an employee may express frustration if their contributions are not acknowledged, while another might be more concerned about the lack of opportunities for advancement. By understanding these differing motivations, a manager can provide feedback and incentives that align with each individual's goals. For the first employee, offering public recognition or more challenging assignments might be motivating, while for the second, discussing career development opportunities or a clear path for advancement could be more effective. Practical tips. 1. Understand individual motivations. Engage in conversations to learn about what drives the people you interact with. Ask about their goals, values, and what they find rewarding. 2. Tailor your approach. Use this understanding to provide feedback, incentives, and opportunities that align with each person's motivations. 3. Respect differences. Recognize and appreciate the diverse motivations of others, even if they differ from your own. This respect can enhance collaboration and mutual support. 4. Suspend immediate judgments. The tendency to make snap judgments about others can lead to misunderstandings and conflict. Stoicism teaches us to pause and consider the broader context before forming opinions about people's behavior. This approach promotes empathy and prevents hasty conclusions that may be based on incomplete information. In-depth exploration. Immediate judgments are often influenced by our own biases, assumptions, and limited information. For example, if a friend suddenly becomes less responsive to messages, your initial reaction might be to feel neglected or assume that they are upset with you. However, this reaction might not account for other factors affecting their behavior, such as personal stress or a busy schedule. Taking a moment to consider these possibilities can lead to a more balanced and empathetic response. Detailed example. Consider a scenario where a colleague misses an important meeting. Your initial judgment might be to think that they are irresponsible or unprofessional. However, if you take the time to learn that they had a personal emergency or were dealing with health issues, your perspective might change. Approaching the situation with empathy and understanding can prevent misunderstandings and foster a more supportive work environment. Practical tips. 1. Pause before judging. Take a moment to reflect before forming opinions about others' behavior. Consider alternative explanations and broader contexts. 2. Seek to understand. Engage in open dialogue to learn more about the circumstances affecting someone's behavior. This approach can provide valuable insights and prevent misjudgments. 3. Practice empathy. Approach situations with empathy and a willingness to understand others' perspectives. This practice can lead to more positive and constructive interactions. 5. Self-interest often drives behavior. Understanding that people's actions are frequently motivated by self-interest can provide valuable insights into their behavior. Recognizing this reality helps you navigate interactions with a more realistic perspective and avoid unnecessary disappointment. In-depth exploration. Self-interest is a fundamental aspect of human behavior, influencing how people make decisions and interact with others. For example, in a negotiation, one party might push for terms that benefit them the most, driven by their own interests. Recognizing this motivation allows you to approach the negotiations strategically and find solutions that align with both parties' goals. Detailed example. During a business deal, a client might negotiate aggressively to secure the best possible terms for themselves. Understanding that their behavior is driven by self-interest can help you prepare for their tactics and find ways to address their concerns while still achieving your own objectives. This recognition can lead to more effective negotiations and mutually beneficial agreements. Practical tips. 1. Identify motivations. Pay attention to the underlying interests and goals driving others' actions. Understanding these motivations can help you navigate interactions more effectively. 2. Approach strategically. Use your awareness of self-interest to approach negotiations and interactions with a clear strategy. Aim to find solutions that address both parties' needs. 3. Manage expectations. Recognize that self-interest is a common aspect of human behavior. Adjust your expectations accordingly to avoid disappointment and foster more realistic interactions. 6. Practice empathy in every interaction. Empathy is a crucial skill for building strong relationships and resolving conflicts. It involves not only understanding others' perspectives, but also sharing in their feelings and experiences. Practicing empathy can lead to more meaningful connections and improve your ability to navigate complex social dynamics. In-depth exploration. Empathy goes beyond sympathy. It involves actively engaging with others' emotions and experiences. For example, if a friend is going through a tough time, showing empathy involves listening to their concerns, validating their feelings, and offering support. This approach can strengthen your relationship and provide comfort during challenging times. Detailed example. Imagine a colleague who is struggling with a personal issue that is affecting their work performance. Instead of offering superficial advice or dismissing their struggles, practice empathy by taking the time to understand their situation. Offer practical support, such as adjusting their workload or providing additional resources. This empathetic approach not only helps them manage their challenges, but also builds trust and rapport. Practical tips. 1. Engage in active listening. Pay close attention to what others are saying and ask open-ended questions to gain a deeper understanding of their experiences. 2. Validate feelings. Acknowledge and validate others' emotions, even if you don't fully understand their situation. This validation can provide comfort and support. 3. Offer support. Based on your understanding, offer practical support that addresses their needs. This approach demonstrates empathy and strengthens your relationships. 7. Control your reactions to situations. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot control external events, we can control how we respond to them. This principle is essential for managing relationships and handling conflicts effectively. By focusing on our reactions, we can maintain our composure and approach situations with a clearer perspective. In-depth exploration. Our reactions to situations can significantly impact the outcomes of our interactions. For example, if you receive critical feedback at work, your initial reaction might be defensive or frustrated. However, taking a step back and choosing a measured response can help you address the feedback constructively and maintain a positive working relationship. Detailed example. Consider a situation where a colleague publicly criticizes your work during a meeting. Your immediate reaction might be to become defensive or confrontational. Instead, practicing Stoic principles involves pausing to reflect and choosing a calm, professional response. By addressing the feedback objectively and seeking constructive solutions, you can turn a potentially negative situation into an opportunity for growth and improvement. Practical tips. 1. Practice mindfulness. Use mindfulness techniques to stay grounded and regulate your emotional responses. This practice can help you manage reactions more effectively. 2. Reflect before reacting. Take a moment to consider the impact of your response before reacting. This reflection can lead to more thoughtful and constructive interactions. 3. Focus on solutions. When faced with challenges or conflicts, focus on finding solutions rather than dwelling on the problem. This approach can lead to more positive outcomes and maintain healthy relationships. 8. Understand that actions are based on personal perceptions. People's actions are often influenced by their personal perceptions and experiences. Understanding that individuals view situations through their own lenses can provide valuable insights into their behavior and motivations. In-depth exploration. Perceptions are shaped by a variety of factors, including personal experiences, cultural influences, and individual beliefs. For example, a person who has had negative experiences with authority figures might react differently to a managerial decision compared to someone with positive experiences. Recognizing these personal perceptions can help you navigate interactions more effectively and address underlying concerns. Detailed example. Imagine a situation where a team member reacts strongly to a new company policy. Their reaction might be influenced by previous experiences with similar policies or personal beliefs about fairness and transparency. By understanding their perspective and engaging in a discussion about their concerns, you can address their issues more effectively and foster a more collaborative environment. Practical tips. 1. Explore perceptions. Engage in conversations to understand how others perceive situations and decisions. This understanding can provide insights into their reactions and motivations. 2. Consider context. Take into account the personal experiences and beliefs that may influence others' perspectives. This consideration can help you address their concerns more effectively. 3. Communicate clearly. Ensure that your communications are clear and transparent to reduce misunderstandings and address potential concerns related to personal perceptions. 9. Control your expectations. Managing expectations is crucial for maintaining healthy relationships and avoiding unnecessary disappointment. By setting realistic expectations and understanding that others may not always meet them, you can navigate interactions with greater resilience and adaptability. In-depth exploration. Expectations shape how we perceive others' actions and behaviors. Unrealistic or unspoken expectations can lead to frustration and conflicts. For example, if you expect a colleague to always be available for assistance, but they are frequently unavailable due to other commitments, Managing your expectations can prevent misunderstandings and improve your relationship. Detailed example. Consider a situation where you expect a team member to deliver work ahead of a tight deadline. If you set this expectation without discussing it with them, you might be setting yourself up for disappointment if they are unable to meet it. By discussing deadlines and workload expectations openly, you can establish more realistic expectations and avoid potential conflicts. Practical tips. 1. Set realistic expectations. Communicate clearly about your expectations and ensure they are achievable. Discuss and agree on deadlines, responsibilities, and goals to align expectations. 2. Manage disappointments. If expectations are not met, approach the situation with a focus on finding solutions rather than assigning blame. This approach can lead to more constructive outcomes. 3. Be flexible. Be prepared to adjust your expectations based on changing circumstances or new information. Flexibility can help you navigate challenges more effectively. 10. Build relationships. Applying these insights can enhance your relationships and interactions with others. By understanding and adapting to the diverse motivations, stress patterns, and communication styles of those around you, you can foster stronger connections and create a more positive and supportive environment. In-depth exploration. Building strong relationships involves a combination of empathy, effective communication, and mutual respect. By applying the principles discussed, such as adapting communication styles, recognizing stress patterns, and respecting diverse motivations, you can create a more harmonious and productive environment. Detailed example. In a team setting, applying these insights can lead to more effective collaboration and a positive work culture. For example, by understanding the different motivations of team members, you can tailor your approach to provide meaningful recognition and opportunities. By recognizing stress patterns, you can offer support and resources to help team members manage their challenges. By adapting your communication style, you can ensure your messages are received and understood as intended. Practical tips. 1. Apply insights. Consistently, use the insights from this discussion to guide your interactions and relationships. Continuously observe and adapt based on the needs and preferences of others. 2. Foster a supportive environment. Create an environment where empathy, respect, and effective communication are prioritized. This approach can lead to stronger relationships and a more positive atmosphere. 3. Reflect and improve. Regularly reflect on your interactions and seek feedback to identify areas for improvement. Continuously applying these insights can lead to more meaningful and successful relationships. Conclusion. Understanding and applying these 10 truths about people can transform your approach to interactions and relationships. You can enhance your connections and create a more positive and supportive environment by adapting your communication style, recognizing stress patterns, respecting diverse motivations, and practicing empathy. These insights, rooted in Stoic philosophy and modern psychology, provide valuable tools for navigating the complexities of human behavior. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of human behavior. We hope you found these insights valuable and applicable to your own interactions. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and watch our upcoming videos for more engaging content and practical tips. Your support and feedback are greatly appreciated. See you next time.